Hey guys, it's SpazRC here with the first video on this channel. Thanks for viewing the channel if you just found it. It's a fairly new channel I came up with about a week ago. But it's going to be on all my RC products, anything from buggies to helicopters and planes, etc, etc. So I'm just going to show you what I basically have RC wise now. It's not much, but I'm getting more serious into the hobby right now. If you go to the YouTube channel SpazMan13579, my main hobby is model trains, so I'm just starting to get serious into RC stuff as well. So this is my basic plane that I use for most of my stuff. It is the nitroplanes.com Hawk 3D. You can find it on a lot of other websites as well, but it's a basic 3D plane. It's a profile foamy plane. Nothing much to it really. You can get free plans for it, I believe, as well. But I'll explain to you what I have on here. So on the front, for our power source, we have a 10 amp ESC. Forgot who makes it. I think it's Turnigy, I believe. And then the motor is a Turnigy C20 size motor. We have an 8x4 prop. I use an 8x4. Recommended is 7x3.5. But I use an 8x4 on there. Receiver wise, I actually just got this. I'll go back to it in a minute, but it's a Spectrum AR500, a little bit higher end for a cheaper plane here, but it's a really nice receiver. There's the ESC again. Servo wise, I have 3 5-gram servos. They're very small servos. Really nice though. They have quite a bit of torque on them and everything. And there's the plane itself. So that's basically what the plane is. Now I'll get into transmitters. My main transmitter right here is the FlySky CT6B. It goes under tons and tons of different names. It's a manufacturer that just makes it and brands it to different companies. But this is a FlySky one. Came with the transmitter here. I have some other stuff up here. And the receiver. Now I was using this until, if it would focus, until the receiver here, and dropped it, wow, until the receiver blew out on me. I was flying and everything just went dead, and I got my plane chipped up pretty good. The foam on the front got messed up and the motor mount broke, so I had to get a new motor mount. But it just fried basically. There was smoke coming out of it and it wouldn't work after that. So that's when I got the Spectrum AR500. But this is a really good transmitter. Nothing wrong with it. I would just, if you do get it, get some extra receivers. But it's a really good thing. It was like $35 I think. Super cheap, and you can download free software for it online that allows you to do things like servo reversing and all of your really nice high-end features. It's a perfectly fine transmitter, just the receiver got messed up. But now I'll go to what I'm using right now. What I'm using at the moment is the E-Flight MLP4 DSM. This came with my other helicopter, which I'll get to in a second. But I got it as a right-to-fly kit, and it came with this thing. And since the other transmitter won't bind to a Spectrum receiver, I just had to use this thing for the moment. And it is DSM2. It's a perfectly fine 4-channel transmitter. Just it's lacking features, and it's really weird in the hand as compared to a normal transmitter. So it's kind of hard to hold. You can't put your neck strap or anything around it. I actually use my camera neck strap for this. That's what I used, but anyways, it's just not as good as a feel. You can't do that much on it. You can't adjust the servo rates or anything, or well, you can actually do dual rates on it, which is fairly good. But it was free, so I mean, as compared to a $60 receiver that I had to buy. I'll probably get a DX6i soon, as I get more planes and more helicopters and such. But that's basically what I use right now. I use that with the AR500. The AR500 is a really good receiver. It's 5-channel, has dual aileron things. I forgot the name of it, but it has dual aileron outputs. There we go. Yeah, outputs. So it's a fine receiver for now until I get a DX6i. So this is my very first hobby class RC product. It's the E-Flite Blade MCX S300. One of the best beginner things that you can get helicopter wise. It was perfectly fine. I had some issues that I sent back some electronic parts to the company, and Horizon was nice enough to send them back for free. I did some repairs on them. But the reason I don't use this now is because if you look in there, if it will focus, the 5-in-1 unit board inside there, that green thing, it just doesn't want to communicate with the transmitter anymore. I tried binding it and everything, it will not do anything. And that's a $60 part, so I mean it's kind of wasting $60 on a $100 plane when you can get better stuff for $60. I can get a whole new plane for $60. So I'll just keep this thing around for parts, basically. Maybe if I get like an MSR or something, or even a larger helicopter. It's a very good trainer though. Works out very good. Got me into RC, got me hooked, but yeah, so that was my very first RC thing, and now I'll get to a little bit more accessories I got. Since I got the S300 as a ready-to-fly kit, it came with a battery charger and a battery, and I got an extra battery with it, but there are just these little batteries in there. Battery charger runs off of 4 AA batteries, which there's one in there right now, but nothing else. So that's one battery charger that I have. What I use for my plane is a SpazRC GA005 right here. It can charge 2 cells and 3 cells. Right now I have it charging the stock battery that came with my Hawk 3D kit, which is a 500 milliamp hour 2-cell Lego battery. Oh, that's not good. Anyways, it's a 15C discharge, 25 burst, I think, something like that. But what I got now, well, I still use this for some indoor flying, but for longer outdoor flying, I have a pair of these really nice and cheap SkyLipo 800 milliamp hour 2 cells, 7.4 volts at 30C discharge, 60 burst. So they last a lot longer. They are quite bigger. You can see it there. They're heavier too, which is why I can't really use them for indoor, because then the plane will be too nose heavy, which then you need more speed, and indoor flight's not good. It doesn't mix well with speed. So that's the batteries I use right now, and battery charger, my main stuff. And I think that just wraps it up. So I hope you enjoyed it, and there will be much more RC stuff to come, such as flying videos and such for the Hawk 3D, possibly the Blade if I get it running, but I'm not going to spend $60 on a board. If I can find a cheaper one, possibly. But yeah, I'll have some how-tos and things like that, how to build a plane when I get a new plane, because this thing can't last me forever. So I will be getting new stuff, how-to videos like I said before, reviews, all kinds of stuff. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.